Happening next week as we're ready to enjoy spring and summer, there's a place in Macon where fun and education go hand in hand. I sat down with the new executive director of the Museum of Arts and Sciences to tell you about the list of museum activities happening for all ages. For 70 years, young and old folks have come to the Museum of Arts and Sciences and have been captivated by the planetarium stars and the hands-on experiences with science and art. So joining us to share details about a list of upcoming events that you can take part of is the Executive Director, Jim Greenhouse. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
Of course. Now let's go ahead and start off by talking about an event that's actually kicking off this week on Friday, Sky Over Macon.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what people can expect if they've never been out to one.
So every third Friday of the month, we have Sky Over Macon. So that's an evening when the entire museum is open. We reopen at 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. So the first thing to do is a tour of the trails outside the museum. And then at 7 o'clock, there's either a planetarium show or telescope observing, and it depends on what time of year it is and when it actually gets dark. And so after the planetarium show or the observing, the other thing will happen. So at 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock, there would be either a planetarium show or observing. It's just a chance for people to come see the museum in the evening, but also enjoy hearing about astronomy and what's coming up in the night skies.
Yeah, definitely something for people to be looking forward to, especially as we get closer and closer to the summertime and people are looking for things to do or a fun date night or whatever folks are planning on. Let's also talk about next month, because you guys have a full schedule of events that are coming up. Talk to us about as folks celebrate Astronomy Day. What is that and what can people enjoy at the museum?
So that's coming up on April the 25th, and it's a national celebration for Astronomy Day. So the museum celebrates it every year. And we're excited because we just found out that it looks like we're going to have a Zoom Q&A session with an actual Apollo astronaut. So a person that actually got to walk on the moon over 50 years ago. Looks like you'll get to come to the museum and ask questions of this individual. So we're firming up the details right now. So just check the museum's website, masmacon.org, and we'll have more details on that coming up soon. But also at 11 o'clock that morning on Astronomy Day, we're going to have a session about how to use a telescope, or how to buy a telescope actually, and then use the telescope. And so that'll be given by a local expert. And so there's things happening all day that day on April the 25th. So make sure you come out for Astronomy Day.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be a great time, especially being able to have that Q&A session. I know people young and old will have lots of questions, especially with the most recent Artemis II mission. I know a lot of people will have interest in that. So that'll be something to look forward to.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to asking him what he thought about the Artemis mission. Since it's the first time that people have been back to the moon since actually he walked on the moon in 1972. So we're really looking forward to being able to talk to him.
Yeah, on top of all those things, I'm also told that you guys have membership drives, homeschool student summer camp, and Fractal Fun coming up. So let's go ahead and talk about, the importance of some of those homeschooled students and the things that you guys have planned for them coming up.
So the next thing is on May the 8th. That's Fractal Friday. So fractals are geometric patterns that are explained by mathematical formulas. And we have animations of these fractals that are going to display across the entire planetarium dome. And so you'll get immersed in these patterns as they zoom towards you. So it's really quite an experience, and they're choreographed to music. So there's two shows happening that evening. One is at 6 o'clock, and that's the show that's a little bit more educational and a little bit more for kids. And then at 7 o'clock, we've got Fractals Rock. So that's more just an experiential, enjoying the fractals. And so you can go to the museum's website. Tickets should be available very shortly there, and you can get ready for Fractals coming up on May the 8th. And then we've got a homeschool field trip day coming up on May the 20th. That's from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and you'll get to learn more about some of the animals that live at the museum. We've got some items from some of the animals here on this table. We've actually got a vulture feather, because we do have a vulture that lives at the museum. We have a red-tailed hawk that lives at the museum, so that's one of their feathers. And the whole theme of this homeschool project is it's classified. So we've got a little magnifying glass in the shape of a snake, so that's kind of a novelty, but you'll actually get to see real snakes during that homeschool day.
Okay, I know that they'll really enjoy that. I'm enjoying it already, and I'm not even seeing the full animal, so I know that the kids will be very enthused by that. Talk a little bit more about memberships and the importance of growing memberships and how that impacts the museum.
So we are going to have a membership sale in the month of May. So if anybody buys or renews a membership during the month of May, you get $5 off any membership level, even the individual ones, and you'll get 1 month for free.
Wow.
So even if you just purchased a membership to the museum, you can actually renew your membership for another year in advance during the month of May this year and get that discount and get that extension to your membership. So this May is really going to be the day or the month to get your membership, because then you'll be all set up for summer and you can come to the museum as much as you want. And all of these programs that I talked to you about, if they're included in museum admission, you get to come to them for free. Wow. And if they're not included in membership, then you get to discount for them.
Very nice. Lots of events coming up at the museum. You're going to want to go ahead and get your membership so you don't miss out on all the fun. We're going to pop up some information for you on your screen because, again, you don't want to miss out on all these events. Coming up on Friday, April the 17th from 6 to 9 p.m., check out that Sky Over Macon event. It's happening at the Museum of Arts and Sciences. You can go ahead and visit their website, masmacon.org, to find out more details. Plus, if you're just interested in finding out more about the museum, they're located over on Forsyth Road. That number right there is how you can get in contact with them, 478-477-3232. You can also visit them Tuesday through Saturday. There are those hours right there, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.